Hey, what's going on, guys? Xbox Gut. Welcome back to another video. I just want to apologize for the lack of upload for the last week. I've just been really busy at work, around the holidays, my work gets really busy and stuff like that. Longer hours, longer days, which means I'm a lot more tired and stuff like that. And I've just been gaming on Xenogears, just trying to knock it out already. I'm already about 41, 42-ish hours into it. I'm almost done, about to do a review for it for you guys. I cannot wait to do that. Today's video, what I want to do is what games do I think are personally underrated. I know these are probably going to be subjective to a lot of you guys, but these are just some of my picks. I just jotted them down on a piece of paper. I just wanted to give you guys my raw thoughts on what some of my underrated games are. So let's get right into it. So the first game that came to mind whenever I thought of an underrated game was this game that I played back on the Nintendo Switch. I also bought it on my PlayStation 5 because I really wanted to get the platinum for it. This game goes by Axiom Verge. I know if you guys have never heard of it, it's definitely more of an 8-bit Metroidvania style kind of game. I really love it. I really love the weapon that you get. You only get one weapon in the game, but if I'm not going to spoil anything, you only get one weapon in the game, but it changes. But the game is so fantastic. The story just is so good. It's super short too. It's maybe about 10-ish hours. It's been a very long time since I beat that game. The second game is already out. I've played it, didn't beat it, just because I'm not really a big fan of the way the gameplay is. It's more or less the same, but it's delivered in a different way. If you guys have played Axiom Verge, definitely let me know down in the comments. That game is awesome. And the second game I have written down is definitely going to be a throwback. It's definitely going to be a classic. Dad, if you're watching this, me and you played through this game on the Nintendo Wii through the Virtual Console. It's going to be Secret of Mana. Granted, I've never finished through this game. Secret of Mana is definitely underrated in my opinion, because when people make their top 10 lists, their top 5 lists, their whatever lists about their favorite Super Nintendo games, everyone says Chrono Trigger, Earthbound, Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 2, Super Mario RPG. All those different games just get so much light shine in them because, yeah, they are fantastic games. Super Metroid, all those games are just fantastic, but the game that me and my dad loved whenever I was growing up was Secret of Mana. This game is an action RPG, and I'm definitely going to have some gameplay on the screen showing it to you guys. This is a 3-player action RPG on the Super Nintendo, and it is basically, the combat goes, you have a charge meter, and if it hits up to 100%, then you could do a full 100% of your hit. It doesn't take too long. It's not like it's a turn-based system or anything like that. But this game's story, from what I remember, like I said, it's been years, probably like 10 years since I played this game. Super good story. I would love to definitely revisit that. Just remember, the best part about Secret of Mana is not the story, not the gameplay. It's the co-op, the ability to play a action RPG. It's basically a mix between Zelda and an RPG in a co-op experience, and it has a great story, a great set of weapons too, actually a very versatile set of weapons, like a whip, a hammer, a bow, your sword and stuff like that. The best part about it is that it's drop-in co-op. It's not like you have to play the start to finish with them. You could play through, have them hop in halfway through. Very good game. Is it better than Chrono Trigger? No, sorry Dad, but yeah, Secret of Mana is a fantastic game. The next game I definitely have to give the underrated score to is Enter the Gungeon. I know me and my girlfriend literally grinded about 70 hours into that game on the Series X. This game is downright addictive. The gameplay, the speed, the story, the guns, just everything about it. It's such a fun game to play, and the best part about it is that it's co-op. Me and my girlfriend literally didn't play this game solo. I mean, we would play solo every once in a while, but co-op was our main go-to. And it's just such a good game because whenever you expect a co-op game, you expect the second player, like Mario Galaxy, the second player doesn't get the abilities that the first player does. But Enter the Gungeon and Secret of Mana, everyone gets the same abilities the first player gets. You get the dodge, you get the roll, you get the punch, everything. I love Enter the Gungeon so much, and I have yet to finish it, and I'm like 70 hours in. The closest I ever got was with the Marine on a solo run. I finished the game, but but I got to the final section of the game to where it takes away all your weapons, all of your health, and you just get 3 hearts, base weapon, and you have to beat a boss. And I lost, and yeah, I think that was one of the last runs I did because it hurt for sure. It definitely hurt, but that game is fantastic. I definitely recommend anyone, if you guys got Game Pass, definitely go check that game out. The next game I have on my list is gonna be Octopath Traveler for the Nintendo Switch. I know this one is definitely going to be subjected to a lot of people because this is just a throwback to a 16-bit era of JRPGs. Octopath Traveler 2 is coming out soon, but Octopath Traveler 1 I absolutely adored. Very long game though. I was about 55-ish hours into it, or like 45, 50, something like that, and I was only maybe about half of a third way through the game. And yeah, it's just a very long game, and definitely the story is not up to par with a general JRPG, honestly. The story, because there's 8 different travelers that you think that their stories are going to intermingle. They never do. They're their own separate stories. It kind of does suck, and the characters don't ever talk to each other other than these moments that you have to press minus and get them to talk to each other. It's a little weird. But the gameplay in this game is where the game shines. This game's gameplay is addictive. It was literally 50 hours of gameplay for me. I grinded my characters up so much. And the thing that I didn't really like about this game is that, you know, it didn't really have a good XP share. I know that's kind of a wuss thing to say, but it would have been nice to have all 8 of your characters level up the same to get them to do their stories, because it was just a chore to get them up to their level requirements that they needed for their story piece. Other than that, very good game. On the Nintendo Switch, the second game is coming out. I think they have a mobile version too. But the next game on my list is gonna be Hotline Miami. I know I've talked about this in a previous video, so I'm not gonna waste too much time on it. The game is really fun, really good, insane story. The gameplay is very fast, fluid, gory for sure. I really enjoyed my time with it, and I did beat it very quick. There's not too many levels. I think there's maybe about 15 levels, and you're through with the game. So the next game I'm going to shout out is Xenogears. I know I've talked about this game a lot on the channel, but this game is the epitome of just underrated, man. It's insane that this game is not getting a remake, a remaster, just like this game is getting no love from Square. It's terrible, because this game is one of the best JRPGs I've played in a long time. It's not one of my favorite games ever or anything like that. It's maybe top 10, but I'm not through with it yet. Like I said in this video, I'm about 40 to 45-ish hours into the game. But the gameplay is it's the best JRPG gameplay system I've ever had. It doesn't have jobs or anything like that. God, the combo system in the game, to where you're able to press triangle with square and just make different combos with X, triangle, square. It's so addictive and so fun. And then whenever you build up your AP, you're able to do even more powerful attacks, and it is just a blast of a game. Yeah, there are definitely like parts that aren't as, you know, impactful as the others. Like definitely the sewer part. If you guys have played this game, which I doubt anyone has, the sewer part is, God, just so boring and so just a lug to get through for sure. But other than that, guys, I want to shout out the Soulsborne games. This is another one that is very objective, or subjective to anyone, honestly. Like I have it right here. I have my entire trilogy for the PS4, and I also have my copy of Demon Souls. I'm lending my copy of Sekiro to my buddy Jerry. But I've basically beaten every single Souls game except for this one, which if you can't read it, it's Dark Souls 2. I think a lot of these games get overlooked just because of the pure fact that they are hard games. They just get overlooked and stuff like that just because they're hard. But with a game like Demon Souls that came out on the PlayStation 3, I just can't imagine people that have never known a Souls game, because this was the very first one, and just playing it for the very first time, what a, you know, shitty kind of experience it was. Because this game, if you can get through it, it is a masterpiece. This game, I 100% on the PlayStation 5 got the platinum for it. I mean, granted, I had a lot of help from the Demon Souls Discord. Shout out to a lot of those guys, a lot of cool people in there for sure. But, you know, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3 are just some of the absolute best games I've ever played in my life. I think that people that say they're too hard, I don't want to try them, they're too hard, I don't want to try them, you guys just need to lug down and try them. Right, I definitely think everyone should give any Dark Souls, any Sekiro, any Bloodborne a try for sure, because they are just absolute experiences for sure. But yeah, guys, one of my favorite games of all time. I know this one's going to be subjective a little bit. This is going to be a game that definitely holds a piece of my heart for sure. This is going to be, especially this copy. This is my physical copy that I played and put so many hours into whenever I was younger. It's the reason why I have this massive tattoo, and it's going to be Destiny 1 on the Xbox One. Yeah, like I said, this is my original copy. Has the expansion pass and everything in there. I mean, that was all that came in the box. But yeah, this is the original disc, man. This game encapsulates why I love gaming. The community back then was so cool. I remember hopping on those LFGs on the app and just finding just random people to play raids, strikes, trials, dungeons, anything to just get the stuff that I needed to get done in this game. This game was an absolute experience that I don't think Destiny 2 can ever capture again. You know, I think Destiny 2 is a little bit of a better game story-wise, maybe in other areas, but I just think Destiny 1 is such a nostalgic trip for me. Like, it's so nostalgic for me that if I smell a scent that I used to smell back then, I literally just get flashbacks of this game. This game is an absolute 10 out of 10. And thank you, Bungie, for making my childhood right here. But yeah, guys, that's been some underrated games that I have, you know, just been wanting to share with you guys. Shout out to Actalis for giving me this YouTube idea. Let me know if you guys have played any of these games down in the comment section. Let me know if you guys are going to play any of these games down in the comment section. I'm going to get some footage and just put them up for you guys on the screen while I talk about them. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Next week is going to be a Chainsaw Man video, so definitely look out for that. It's going to be more anime / manga related. Not gonna compare the two, but just talking about, you know, the anime kind of rekindling my love for Chainsaw Man. And I'm definitely excited to see the entirety of it animated for sure. But alright, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been Xbox Gut. Later, guys.